Promiscuity is a thing with us with BPD. History of cheating on our significant others. Hate to say it, but it is a problem. I personally have had, not with my current relationship, but my previous relationships I've had, and that's just the sad fact, unfortunately. So I was just being reckless, and I had no idea that I was dealing with these problems, and I was just doing reckless things and hurting other people, and it is sad that I did that, but I can't change the past, so fuck it. A lot of people with BPD have reckless sex, so they'll sleep with a lot of different people. Impulsivity happens. So luckily for me, I haven't had a lot of partners. I can count on 2 hands the amount of partners that I've had, which is good. So, I mean, for me, I feel like that's good.
Women generally are sexless by choice, and for some men it's by choice, but for a lot of men it's not by choice, which is counter to your argument that women are more promiscuous, because so many of them are choosing, I think you could argue all women are choosing to not have a higher body count than they already have, because we all have the opportunity to.
Yeah. Women only become hoes because of the men that they deal with. Let's make that right.
Deflection at its finest.
What
you are deflecting, boy.
How is that deflection?
Whatever happened to women, what are they at fault for happening to themselves?
Right.
Okay, there's accountability that can be held. But what happens is that women fall for men, right? Women get in situations, they say, oh yeah, the thing is, women don't just sleep around for the sake of sleeping around. We look for spouses. We look for men that we can say, okay, I can have his children. That's the whole point of reproduction. The whole point of sex is to reproduce. So as women, naturally, when we look at a man, we think, oh, could he father my children? Could he be a good husband? What happens is that you get men that say, like my guy and yourself, that say, do you know what, being a side man's okay. I'm just going to slap you down, dick you down, and keep it moving. So then what happens? Her heart gets broken. She moves on to the next guy.
Oh, yeah, business that.
Why is it her business? Why is it her business?
And then you're going to say that women are toxic and women are manipulative. And
women love toxic.
Are there men that are promiscuous? Absolutely. Are there men that...
I think all men are promiscuous.
Women are more promiscuous than men.
I disagree.
No. I agree with Brian.
Women are more promiscuous.
Then, what world am I living in?
Here's why. Women have more capability to be promiscuous. You take an average dude, bro, he's going to struggle to get a girlfriend, to get laid. An average chick, if she was so inclined, could sleep with 3 new guys a day.
Okay, that's fair.
I
could see it that way. So the standard stems from jealousy, then, is what you're saying?
It's not jealousy. It's easier for women to get laid.
Okay, so if it's easier,
so that's why men are praised for it, because it's viewed as it's
more of an accomplishment.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
It's difficult to get laid as a guy.
And
I agree.
I'm sure that's incredibly frustrating, but I don't think it's fair to be so hateful to the women who are able to have sex. Like, that's somebody else's life, not yours.
Sleeping around with everybody who comes in your path, with everybody who gives you some attention, I think that is a path to destruction. You will be messing up your mind like that. Just think about it. If you're a guy, you don't want to be with a girl, like settle down with a girl who had 10, 20, 30 partners. Men in general attach themselves less. They are less emotional. Females, it's the other way around. They are more emotional, less logical, and attach themselves quicker. When a man sees a red flag in a girl, he can say goodbye really quick. A girl cannot do that so quick. Females are more emotional, more attached, like I said, and they want protection. They want a logical, strong man that can give them to them. A real man. A man who is less emotional, more rational, and has its both feet on the ground. You see how they balance each other out? So I really find this push on women, especially by the media and such, to be really damaging, especially for the young girls that are very vulnerable to such messages, because they consume media in the daily. They have no idea yet about the repercussions of their actions. Now, I am not saying with this either that men have a free pass, they can do what they want, but I do think they are less affected by it than women if they have multiple partners. The best advice I could give you is to sleep with someone you truly love. Because most of the times, everybody regrets their first time. To build trust, you can't sleep with everybody you meet. There is also statistics showing that females who have more than 1 or 2 partners, they will be eventually less happier in marriage. The more partners she has, the less stable she is in her mind, the less happier she will be in marriage. With men, this is less. If you want somebody that is trustworthy, kind, and lovable, then you have to be that yourself. If you don't want your partner to have had many multiple partners, then don't do that yourself. You attract what you are. You attract what you do and what you think. The biggest message I want to give in this video is to take care of your self-worth and figure out what it is that you want and don't want on the inside. If you meet someone, don't right away go to bed with them. Figure out who that person is. If you really like them or love them, then the chances are less that you will regret it and talk shit about the other gender, for example. Don't just blindly follow what media tells you about love, about sex, about promiscuity, and how cool that is. How it is empowering to females, which I think is total bull crap. Sure, if you resonate with that.
I've been thinking about this a lot lately. It's easier for women to date because women have more options, right?
True.
So why don't women do that? Wouldn't it make sense for women to not want to settle down and not become some man's mommy and nanny and child bearer? Doesn't seem like a good deal for them. Wouldn't it make more sense?
Notice all the terms she just used to demean being a mom and a wife, okay? Typical.
Since women have more options, for women to date a bunch of different men and get all their meals paid for, get provided for by a bunch of different dudes who check different boxes, to build a team of men the way that men do with women. You have a doctor on the team. You have
Wait, she thinks this is what men do? But she just admitted women have more options dating. Why does she think men are capable of doing this?
a lawyer on the team. You have someone with this, you have someone with that. Really smart women do this, okay?
Can you still be a high value woman if you've been promiscuous in your past? This is a sad question. I think there's so many people in the red pill community that are saying, oh, if you're not a virgin, then you're worthless as a woman, which is ridiculous. You guys probably know I'm not a fan of promiscuity. I think it's damaging to men and women, but I think it's particularly damaging to women. I know some women will be promiscuous when they're younger and then grow up and regret it. And I would say, forgive yourself like you would forgive a friend. There's no point in carrying that around with you, and it's not tied to your worth at all. If you're a human and you make mistakes, then you identify the mistake and you try and fix it. And you try to become the person that you admire. And that's all anybody can do. And if there are people in your life saying something makes you worthless, get rid of those people. Stop listening to the red pill stuff because it's not tied to your worth. Just try to be better every day and try not to repeat things that make you feel bad or that hurt you.